Thank you so much for joining. My name is Nadya. I'm a certified health and life coach and Shaklee advocate. I help men and women in their 50s to lose stubborn 20 pounds so they can finally fit on clothes they want to fit and keep it this way. I also specialize on generating energy and the mindset. My free addition to you today. Thank you for watching. And today we're going to talk about the topic is how to show up for yourself. So it may make sense to you, it may not. It actually took me a while to make sense to me and actually verbalize it into the words that I'm going to speak today. So this topic is for our members of Friends in Health Facebook group. This Facebook group is closed, but it is free for those who would like a daily motivation and inspiration in the wellness journey. So please join us. It's Friends in Health Facebook group. And Oksana is watching at home. Great. Hello from Texas. You're multitasking, listening, and drawing. Oh, beautiful. I look forward to see you drawing, Oksana. Thank you so much for listening. I always do the same thing. I listen to podcasts that I listen to while multitasking. Running, cooking, cleaning the dishes. So yes, it works as well. All right, well, and if you like these conversations and you don't want to miss any of them, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's The Natural Power 100, The Natural Power 100, or you can also subscribe to Thursday Health Tips, and each Thursday you will receive something that you might think of or have never thought of, but it is a health tip. All right, and so how to show up for yourself. You know, last week I heard two different people talking about the condition, the health condition that they've had for years. Adrenal fatigue. It's a chronic fatigue that you may live with for the rest of your life if you're not really doing anything about that. It can go pretty down, or it can go in a way you want to take a charge of your health, your life, and do something about it. So these people are doing something about it, and one of them, he is an artist, he's a musician, but through his own journey of wellness, taking a charge of his condition holistically, he turned to be a health coach. So now he coaches people with the same condition, chronic fatigue, and he coaches them through how to live with it, what to do about it, and how to heal if there's a possibility. And I'm listening to him, and it's not that he is fully recovered. He's still experiencing what he's experiencing, and he said something. He was sharing how he coaches people, and sometimes he has to hang up the phone and just go for a nap. So as the second person that I was having a conversation with the same week, she would say the same thing. I only, she says, have energy for 30-minute coaching session, and then I have to go rest. Well, first of all, it made me thankful for who I am and my health. And second of all, it made me present to how we are fully showing up for ourselves. It's really showing up fully for who you are and what the best you can do. And he said pretty much that. So he said, it's up to me to show up fully for my clients in the way I know how. And once I hang up the phone, I go take care of myself. Self-care is important. So, and since that moment, I've been contemplating what does it mean to fully show up for yourself, So let's talk about it. And if you have something that comes to you as a reflection from what I'm saying, I am welcoming your comments. Let's have a conversation. Number one is do not compare. We are creatures of comparison because we are creatures of social life. We are born to communicate. We have language. We have brain that helps us seeing around and comparing who has what or who doesn't have what. When you compare, if I compare myself, I'm giving you a personal example that yesterday I knew that my race was half marathon race, and my people ran that race half, and I chose and I did 10K. Well, I did. It's not like I didn't. But if I stayed in that comparison, you can't do anything about your brain wanting to compare and saying something negative to you because it's a part of our wiring. And it's up to me to either listen to my brain, and react to it, usually emotions, or I can let it say what it wants to say, and I can act to what I choose to act. So I gave a few seconds to my brain to say what it wants to say. For example, you didn't do 13.1, which is half marathon. You should have planned better. You should have leave earlier. You should have not listened to your family sleeping, like they were talking to me, they were sleeping. You should have done this, you should have done that. And it's all that comparison that I know that my team read 13.1 and I didn't. So a few seconds later, I got what my brain said to me, and I chose to act, and I did my best with 10K. I still did my personal timing, the best timing I've ever had for 10K. I chose to be proud of my accomplishment, and I put it on social media with my celebration jump, and I am choosing to celebrate what I did. I chose to celebrate the best what I did. Not what I could have done or what I didn't do. Whatever already happened, without comparison to others, I'm celebrating the best I did that I already did. Or here's a point number two. No cutting corners. So let's say I went for a run. I started running, and it's really present to me when I work out, any type of workout. So you might have resonating with me if you go work out, and especially if it's a cardio workout, heavy weightlifting workout, for example, where you have a choice. You can cut a corner, right? It's your choice whether you want it or not. You can cut the corner, slow down while running, because nobody's going to tell you anything. You can slow down, or you can not do the last 10 push-ups. Nobody's going to tell you anything. Maybe the coach will see, or the trainer will say, do it. Nobody's going to fault you for that. Who is going to fault you is your own mind, right? Your own brain is going to tell you, you didn't finish, the last 2 push-ups, or you're slowing down, you're cutting the corner. You have a choice in that particular time to show up for yourself and do it fully, reasonably fully, right? Because if I speed up too much, I might not be able to finish my 10K. So I want to know where my limit is and show up fully in my limit. It's my limit. It's not yours. It's not his, not hers. It's my personal limit that my intuition, my body, the knowledge of myself tells me. And you know what your limit is. No comparison. I'm fully showing up for myself at that particular moment. Sometimes So let me see, I put some examples here as well. So it's really your best ability that you know that you can do. Right. And you can also, at that particular moment where you are in the situation, you can ask, without comparison with anybody else, you can ask, am I doing my best? The answer is usually immediately there. If I'm running at that speed, I'm asking, am I doing my best? I look at the watch and I say, I'm 10 seconds slower, so I can do better. So I speed up 10 seconds, and then am I doing my best? Yes, this is my best, I'm staying in it. So you can ask that question anytime. And if you're not doing your best, show up fully and do your best. That's really what it is showing up for yourself, is doing your best. It's being honest with you, with your ability and what you can do to show up your best. It's really having a presence of your own excellence with no comparison with anyone else. This one is really important. Is I think it goes somewhat parallel with not comparison. So number 3 is love yourself. Really have self-love, authentic self-love. You know what self-love is? Is self-acceptance. Accept who you are, accept what you are, accept your ability, and show up fully in the space of self-acceptance. Just you and no one else. And where self-acceptance shows up is... All right, I'm back online. I got disappeared for a while. So how to find the self-acceptance? Again, there are two speaking in your mind. One is usually your brain that wants you to survive. It knows what it knows from the past, and it often talks you out of different things. Slow down, I'm breathing too hard, eat this cookie, it's so sweet, you will feel good, let's sit and watch TV, don't go for a jump or run or cycling, it's too hard. There's always self-talk that talks you out of it. Or if it goes in the realm of self-comparison, or maybe not, I call it self-bullying. Our mind is always saying something that we usually don't say to other people, but we are saying it to ourselves. If you were talking to other people the way we are talking to ourselves, oh my goodness, the world will be so much angrier. So let's not react to self-bullying. Unfortunately, brain will be doing that, especially if you haven't trained that muscle yet. Self-bullying will be there. But it's possible to train your brain not to do it as much or as often or as loud. So stop reacting to self-bullying and start acting based on self-love. If my brain tells me it's going to be too hard, I'm not going to react and not go for a run. I'm going to say, I hear what you're saying, but I'm doing it for my happiness, for my team, for my own accomplishment. Because I love myself, I love my team, I love what I do, and I love what I stand for. I'm going for a run. And I just go. So I am acting on self-love, and I'm not reacting to my self-bullying. And sometimes I feel when I run that self-bullying is still behind me, like on a string. It does not want to let it go. It's all right. I'm still ahead of it. I'm still in front. And have faith in yourself. Faith is acceptance. And I'm having faith that I am getting better every time. I'm having faith in me being better today than yesterday. I am having faith that today is a great foundation for better tomorrow. I am having that faith in myself. So having self-love. And the last but not the least, number 4, this is one of my favorite and least favorite, it goes both together, is showing up fully for yourself. How? It's really also goes to technicality. It's technical, especially when you're just starting and you're asking question, where in the world do I start? You start with your routine. Fortunately and unfortunately, but I believe it's fortunately, our body likes routine. Our body likes the sun to come up in the morning, the sun to go down in the evening, go to bed, eat. All the physical activities, the body is so used to it. It likes routine. So for me to fully show up for myself, I want to establish the daily routine. Here's how. Generate it. If you've ever heard Brendon Burchard, amazing motivational speaker, he talks about generating. I am so here with him. You can't expect it. It's not expecting anything. It's generating what you want to have. So it's generating in the realm of showing up for yourself, your energy. It's generating physical energy. That came to me number 1. Generating your emotional energy and your mental energy. How do you do it? Start with the morning. When you wake up, pay attention the first few minutes of the day. What do you do? What thoughts are you saying to yourself? What actions are you doing? I start, when I get up, I say a few sentences, what I stand for. I stand for this income. I stand for making this difference. I stand for being promoted to this title. I stand for being contribution here and there. So I physically say it into myself. I'm not saying it out loud, even though it works so much better. I got a sleeping body next to me. I don't want to wake up anyone, so I'm saying it inside of myself. But the way I'm saying it, I am listening when I am saying it to myself. Here is my mind is talking to me and my brain is listening. So I'm actually training my own mind and I'm generating that mental energy, emotional energy. I start getting excited. I put my workout clothes. That's the second thing I do. While going to the restroom, I put on my workout clothes. I'm out of the restroom. I am dressed to work out. Glass of water with lemon, generating physical energy. I start walking, I start stretching, I start loosening my joints. The next thing I know, I'm having a cup of energizing tea and out of the door. Once I'm out of the door, I am just ongoingly, purposefully generating my physical energy. It can be 5-minute workout, 10, 15, 20, depends what time you have. Generate physical energy. By generating physical energy, your body releases happy hormones, you generate emotional energy, you start thinking happy thoughts, generating mental energy. If you also plug in your visualization and inspiration and affirmations, the whole realm of generating energy is there, fired up and ready to go. This is an amazing, strong foundation for showing up fully for yourself. And then it's moment to moment. And then it's 5-second rule. The minute you have a chance to show up fully for yourself, if you're not sure how to do it, you just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Show up fully for yourself. If I feel that I am, right now the example comes to me, it's time to have a snack. So I have a choice. I have chocolate or I have a protein shake. I actually have a choice to stretch my arm and pick a snack. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is closer to me. This was intentionally. I'm having a shake. I'm generating that energy. So when the meeting comes in a few minutes, I am positively energized with good nutrition, positive emotions. I will be fully present for myself and for the person I'm having a meeting with. It is an incredible gift when you take good care of yourself. It is easier to show up for yourself, which means do not compare. Ask your question, am I doing my best? Am I doing my best? No cutting corners. Be the best you can be. Love and accept yourself. And generate physical, emotional, and mental energy. That is how to show up for yourself fully. And use the 5-second rule. If nothing else works, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You know what you want to act on. This was the conversation about showing up fully for yourself. So I wonder, out of these 4 points, which one speaks the most to you? Please put in the comments. Which one is your most aha or appreciation from this conversation? And or which one do you want to take on, let's say today and maybe for this week, or practice more on? Thank you so much for listening. And before we go, I would like to invite you to show up fully for yourself. If a healthy diet is something you want to do, please join our 14-day clean body challenge. We are in the preparation week right now. The actual challenge is starting this weekend, but we are preparing powerfully right now. So if you have an interest, please let me know. I may actually put a link in the comments. I believe the registration is still open. And you heard me mentioning the 5-second rule. Our Books and Health Club is just started to read the 5-second rule book, so it's not too late to join us. If you're interested, let us know. We will plug you in the group. Every 2 weeks we read 2 chapters and we get on the discussion on Zoom room and we discuss our chapters. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to your comments on your main appreciation, aha, or insight from this conversation. Which point is your most favorite point? Which one resonates with you? And which one do you want to take on? Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the community.